So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Vent Podcast, Air It Out. You can hear it in my voice. Going through a little bit of sickness, man. Don't know if it's COVID or not. Shouldn't be because I've definitely been out the way and not in the population. But definitely COVID test results coming. Stuff of that nature, right? It's crazy. But no, just my sinuses real dried up, man. Um, yeah, it's been a crazy past few days. You know what I'm saying? It's the vent, so it's my shit. I'm gonna vent it out. Um, I just been doing a lot of reflection on not only my life situation, but the past 2 years for sure. I will never ever, and I just recently thought about this. I will never ever, no matter what, forget 2020 or 2021. Never, never, never will. I'll never forget it. The way it impacted my life, the way it made me think different, the way it made me do things differently. Um, the shit that I went through, the shit that I learned from the hurtful, painful shit that I went through, the different risks business wise that I chose to take to try to better my own business plan, uh, my own business, my own company. Those are things that I will never ever forget. And I will take them with me as a chip on my shoulder going forward. No doubt. No doubt. It's definitely going to build me into a hell of a character come my 30s because it's going to be a whole new fucking ball game. I can just tell you that right off the bat. I have zero time to waste, as I've said before. May sound like I'm repeating myself, but trust me, it's many different jewels in it. I've been saying and manifesting and speaking about relocating because I feel like I need that fresh breath of air. I love my city. I love about the 20 to 25% of people in my city that's really, really real, very genuine, um, straight up winners. That's the best way I can put it. But for all of that, there's the ones that have their own agenda, the ones that play games, the ones that's always trying to manipulate and use motherfuckers. I don't have time for that shit. I don't have time for that. Cause at this point in my life, when my time is wasted, or when game is trying to be ran, now I'm looking to eliminate you. I'm definitely looking to surgically eliminate you out the game. Cause I don't play games. If life is a game, I don't play games. I don't cause problems. I only solve them. And that's exactly how I'm going into my 30s. I've stacked up, collected bands, done a lot of sacrifice from age 21 to 29 for the greater good of the cause and the situations that I was in. Righteously at that. Never had to kill a motherfucker for some bread. Never had to sling no drugs. Be on these street corners, rob people, do stupid shit. I never had to do anything like that. I literally broke my body down, busting my ass, going to work every fucking day, and trying to appease to others who were in the situations with me at their times. And all for what? The only motherfucker that was left with nothing is me. The only one that had to start back from ground zero, that's me. Other people already had new situations that they had bubbling, I guess. Yeah. It's almost like the equivalent of basketball. You sacrifice some bread for bringing back another star and y'all trying to go contend, right? And they back out of it and go to another team. Doesn't exactly mean they're going to win the championship. Could be a situation where you stop your whole career momentum. We've seen that in the NBA, right? Right. I have no more time to sacrifice for others. I'm literally on a one man mission for my juncture of success. I've been lied, cheated, manipulated, all of that out of my time, money, resources at numerous different junctures, at numerous different levels. That shit's over. I'm seriously considering where where would my best fit be? I'm the free agent. What would be best for my career now? I'm in my prime. A wealth of knowledge that I've continued to accumulate each and every day. A serious mission where the end goal and the continued end goal would be giving back to kids and helping them and giving resources to families. Making sure that, these kids and or adults get their shine, they get their opportunities in sports that they really do love and want to continue. And whenever I've made my momentum, I've been shitted on time and time again. And it hasn't even exactly came from the ones who I thought were enemies. It usually comes from in-house, whether it be friends or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? The shit that I went through these past 2 years, I will never ever fucking forget a day in my motherfucking life. And with good reason. One, because it's scarring. Two, because of the insomnia and PTSD that it's caused me personally. And that's real. That's real spill. Three, the lessons that I learned from it. Every time I was feeling fucked up or I was feeling down bad, there was already other situations hop, skipped, and jumped along. And each and every time, it was fuck Lawrence. Said sometimes, it was subliminally put, may have just been with action. Shit. Hell, even to this day, there's still numerous shit talked about me. Me of all people. If I don't have shit, what is there to talk shit about? I just took the lessons. I took the lessons. I'm continuing to try to push along each and every fucking day. Mentally, oh yeah, it wears and tears. It wears and tears on me. Anybody that knows me know I've always been the same person. The only thing that changed now is that I'm not on putting up for any bullshit or trying to understand any bullshit. And then people want to be mad because I don't want to understand the bullshit that you're trying to feed me or that you're trying to use and get one over on me. Man, I know one thing for sure, two things for certain. I'm gonna do exactly what's best for my life at this point. I've considered family. I've considered the close family that I do have left here, my mother and my sister, and their agendas and what they got to do and this and that. But to tell you the truth, and it's real, this family isn't as close as it should be. I've seen the examples of family in person, through examples, and families aren't supposed to be like this and so nonchalant and so not giving a fuck about each other when it really comes down to it. That's just the truth. I'm to the point now, I am not trying to put myself in any situation where I become a father immediately and or marriage just based off of what I've gone through, what I have seen, and all of that shit. You can keep that shit right about now. It's no point. It's not beneficial. It wouldn't be beneficial to me. It wouldn't be beneficial to my career or the goals that I have set up or the things that I'm trying to do going forward, going into 2022 and to infinity. I'm not on that shit. I don't have time for any games or to bow down to get to know or understand or none of that shit. Because when I did do it, it was taken advantage of. And it wasted ultimately years off of my life. And it wasn't on some, oh, you already know what the deal is type bullshit. It was straight manipulation. The best thing about me is that I'm not on trying to fuck people over and get back at them. Same way, if not more surgical. If I wanted to, I definitely could. But it's just not in me. It's pointless. Fuck am I gonna waste my time trying to do that when I could have made progress towards something positive? Real talk. All I know is that all the plans that I've had for myself in my 20s and a few things that I have accomplished, I'm definitely proud of and grateful for, right? But 30s is a mission. The 30s is a straight mission. I'm going for nothing but the championships, the rings, and whatever obstacle in the way is just going to have to get eliminated in any style or fashion that's necessary. But I'll be damned if I let any negativity find a way to pull me back to the depths of bullshit and back to ground zero, back to foundation level. All of that fucked up pain, that hurt, the shit that I went through, and all of the whole circus drama bullshit, I would never, ever in my life be in a situation like that or exude time, exude work, exude effort, resources towards digging up out of that hole again. Hell no. This shit is serious. I got a lot of shit to accomplish these upcoming years. And yeah, I want to enjoy those moments as well. You know what I mean? I want to enjoy them. But the one thing that I'm starting to face and realize is that it's going to be alone. I'm going to have to do those things alone. I won't have a significant other by my side to enjoy that with. And I've had to come to grips with that. I've had to understand that I won't always have that support system or the supporters that I think I should have or that I would hope to have. So be it. I got to live out my dream. And if my dream doesn't exactly entice others, it's not really much I can do about that. I'm only me. I'm only me. When it comes to the females, hey, I might not be the guy that you want. I might not be perfect, might not have the muscles, might not be as tall as you want, even though I'm 6'1". Might not be in shape like you want, but who the fuck is anybody else to judge me if they're not perfect? My heart's been too big for too long and too understanding. Those days are over. It's strictly business. If you're hitting my line, it got to be about some business. And quick shout out to every single person who gave support and prayers towards me over these last few days that I haven't been feeling well. Because I appreciate that. I haven't been feeling well physically. I haven't been feeling too well mentally. And I've just been trying to stay afloat, man. Shit's hard. But the thing for me is when you just act like it's nonchalant, oh well, it's nothing, don't be surprised when others give you the finger and say the same thing right back when you going through some shit and you need somebody there. This is whether it's fellas, ladies, whoever, you get the same grace that you give to others. It's a fact. You don't treat good folks wrong. No matter how you feeling, no matter how fucking shitty your day was, you don't treat good, genuine people who give a fuck about you. You don't treat them like shit. You don't abandon them. You don't go behind their back and stab them in the back numerous fucking times. You don't talk shit about them. You let people be. And if you truly support somebody or you fuck with their movement, that's what you do. You lend a hand. You get involved or you show that support. But to belittle somebody else just to act like a evil little diminutive demon, that's not living life. You doing devil's work. And when you play the devil's game, you deal with the devil's consequences. And I don't think too many of you will be able to handle that shit. And don't try to cover it up with religion either, because your actions will always speak louder volumes. Yeah, the truth isn't liked. They say the truth hurts. More than that, people don't like the truth. They don't. They don't like how ugly it is, how raw it is, on the surface and the deeper you crawl into it. It's like a rabbit hole, a rabbit hole with a black hole within. Yeah, I'm taking my time with this one. Taking my time. It's been a lot of shit, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a few more months, maybe even years of therapy and or counseling, because that'll be my outlet into deciphering, solving my problems, and getting through certain things. You know, but to wrap up my 20s on this note is very shitty. That's just the honest truth. It's very shitty. It's not some shit that you get over step by step each and every day. It's a long term thing to get back to what seems like some type of normalcy, right? Um, I'm ready. I'm ready to move forward and make do with the rest of however much time I got left living. I want to make the best of it, leave whatever impact that it was that I wanted to leave, each and every goal, check it off, and do that shit. Enjoy the few things that I do take interest in, like I say, my sports, my podcasting, philosophy, reading, poetry, all of that. And I'm gonna make the best of it. Cause overall, I mean anybody can understand, you get tired of life. You get tired of it. You get tired of the same fight. And then all it is and all you keep hearing is bullshit cliches, and yeah, that's just life and that's just how it goes. Man, fuck all of that. That's not life. That's not living. That's not true nature. Because if you really think about it, if it is as high as the self delete rates are, they will be even higher because people will be tired of dealing with life's bullshit. Some settle, 9 to 5, or whatever they call the average life, stay here for whatever time they are on earth, and then die. I'm going to do whatever it is that brings me joy. And just for the record, it's not going around screwing a bunch of different women, doing drugs, drinking, and all that shit. It's not that. It's helping the real families, the kids' lives, following the sports, getting a little bit of journalism in there, getting some articles done, these podcast interviews with way more people of different ranges. It's all of that for me. And if I truly ultimately feel like this city is just holding me back, I gotta go. And if my immediate family isn't coming with me, there's nothing I can do about that. It's my life. If someone passed while I'm away, of course it's gonna hurt. It's gonna suck. But at the same time, you have to think about all the times, did you really matter as much to others as much as you cared about them? You got to think about that. And then you got to think about, I got to do what's best for myself. You got to think about that. That's the process. That's the mode that I'm in mentally. I don't want to be chained down to any situation. I don't want to feel helpless or like I have nobody to talk to, nobody to communicate with, nobody that's just gonna keep it genuine and real. I don't need that bullshit cliche shit. And then people don't show up. You know how many people said they were gonna get shirts or order hoodies or order mugs, unlimited sports sync, the Vent podcast aired out, And the Teespring shows the truth. The purchases were never made. Yeah, I'm past it. I'm past. I've given out few people hoodie, t-shirt, just promo, merch. And then people switch up, ghost shit. And it's like, well then what the fuck what did I even hook you up for? If you weren't gonna promote or take a picture with the shirt or the hoodie on, or take a picture of just the shirt and the hoodie and the mug and just show love, support. That's all I ask. I'm over it. If you want anything, if you want to support, you got to pay the fee. Y'all know where the Teespring website is. You got to pay the fee. That's if you truly mess with it. But the way I've let love and relationships affect me, and how it's beat down my mental, beat down my physical, constantly being the one compromising and not getting that compromise or improvement back, those days are over, man. I'm living it one day at a time, and guess what? I'm doing that shit till this shit is over. Cause I'm tired of it. I'm gonna make the best of it, but I am tired of it. So whoever is gonna be along that ride, who want to enjoy the sports, unlimited sports scene, the event podcast, air it out. All I got to say is cherish each and every moment of it, because we don't know when this could be over. We don't know. We do not know. I'm definitely gonna carry forward, like I say, day by day, but mentally, that shit still hits every day, and it's gonna hit every single day. There are people that I do miss from other situations, and you know, the little ones is the ones that matter the most too. You know what I'm saying? I care about the kids. I care about the impact that I have on them, the ones that I've taken care of. I care about their well being. You know what I mean? I want to see them succeed. I want to see them make it through the situations that they are in, and that'll still also be an ultimate goal, is to make sure I see it through, that they succeed. And that's just me as a man. I will never let that down, especially a little life that cares about me. Of course, I care back. I love the little ones. I know how it feels to grow up without a dad. I know how it feels when you and your father are trying to rekindle your relationship and then he passes. I know how it feels for when that happened. People said they were going to be there for me, this, that, and the third, and they were on some fuck shit, and they were on some hurtful shit, and they were on some games. I know how it feels to explain going through that and then going through shit 5 to 10 times worse than what I just went through. See how it compounds, it stacks up? Yeah. It's like really digging out of a deep hole trying to come back to normalcy from shit like that. And yes, it fucks with me every day. It's not just a switch you can turn off. Those scars, those impacts on your mind, your heart, your aura, your soul, you feel that shit each and every day. And I'm just going to try to make sure I let it fuel me going forward. So yeah, I had to take that phone call right quick. Yo, Q Nice TV, my guy, man. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you for tapping in, bro. I had to take that phone call right quick, man. My guy, man, yo, Q Nice, you already know. Look up him on YouTube. This kid been putting in bars over the past decade. Past that, he ain't had bars since we were even in high school and all that shit. And he's doing it by himself, independently. He's a real one. So yeah, definitely on the music side, man. Y'all go show Q Nice TV some love. Appreciate you, bro. Um, yeah, man. It's real spit. I'm definitely thinking about, okay, what's gonna be this next best move for me in my life. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, I gotta treat it like how LeBron treated the decision. You got to. You gotta look at things and situations in your life like that. Because if you don't, you will definitely get drained of your resources. You'll get taken advantage of in any way somebody can try to find for whatever they're trying to get from you or whatever benefit they're trying to get. People just in general. It's not saying just friends or love or this and that, but we talking about people in general. That shit happens if you don't know where you're at in life or what situations you're getting into. So I got to do what's best for me, man. It's a lot of things looking up in my city, man. I love this city so much. I love it so much, and I defend it so much. And when I defend it, I'm speaking about the real, genuine people that I've come into contact with and that I call real associates and real friends. The very few. But other than that, I got to do what's best for me, man. I got to do what's best for my life. And it's a very serious decision. I know that it's going to be nothing but positivity that comes from it. Once I do have my set move, my set goals. All right, this is the new plan, this, that, and the third. But I overall, especially the past 2 years, I will never ever forget. I will never ever forget some of the things I thought even myself I wouldn't see and or go through happening, and the mocking, the shit talking, the stuff like that said behind your back from people who you thought loved and cared about you the same way that you showed to them. And then it ended up being some really grimy shit, man. So, um, some may say I'm bitter. I'm not bitter. I'm affected. You know what I'm saying? I'm forever healing, but I have no reason to be bitter. If I want to be bitter, I would act like the rest of these people in cities like mine or in other cities where, oh, okay, I got you. I'm gonna get you for that one. That's what I would be on. I would be on demon time, like people say. I'm not about that shit. You get bigger wins. You leave a bigger, greater impact by taking what you have been through. Case in point, and I'm not making any fun of it or nothing like that. Case in point, look at these victims who went through such things as, physical abuse as a child. You know what I'm saying? An innocent child when they were an innocent child. Look at the things people went through with just the sick creeps and pervs and stuff like that like to do stuff to children, man. Or who like to drug even grown people and take advantage of them and shit like that. Those people are broken down and fucked up and hurt to the core and still find a way to bounce back and make a positive of their life. They got my utmost respect. To do something like that, you got to be unbelievably strong, man. Unbelievably strong. And they have my remorse. They have my support and healing energy for the rest of their lives, because guess what? That's not something you ever just get over that easy. You're affected from stuff like that the rest of your lives, from what I've been told and from what I've seen. But to even try to fathom how they get through their daily life after going through something like that, that's next level. That's next level mental toughness, strength, and just pure strong soul to get through times like that, to get through even the small breakdowns or flashbacks or the PTSD of the situations that they went through, man. So I'm not complaining, I'm venting. You may hear me talk about certain topics multiple times, but I got to get that shit off of my chest one way or another. And if I have nobody else to talk to, by all means, I have no issue hopping on the Vent podcast, air it out, and leaving my trials and tribulations out on the table for others to learn from. Educational purposes, fair use, right? That's all I'm saying. So I apologize for the little 9 to 10 minute break I just had to take this phone call. It was important. But for anybody else that's watching, man, I appreciate the support. I'm still uploading a lot of content, even on TikTok now. I'm not doing the funny, silly ass dances or anything like that, man. I'm uploading real content. If you guys want to support, I appreciate that as well. I'm not forcing anybody to do anything that they don't want to do. But the one thing I can tell you is that this is a real one that you're looking at, raw. I'm not perfect. I may not look too great, might look a little scruffy, might be a little odd body, a little out of shape, whatever the fuck it may be. But the one thing you will always know about me is that I'm gonna always be genuine. I'm gonna always tell or speak my truth. I'm gonna do my research. And when I'm wrong, I'm not afraid to say that I'm wrong. And I'm not afraid to learn from my mistakes. And I'm not afraid to learn and to gain more knowledge going forward in adulthood. And I think a lot of people should take a few of those pages and do the same thing. So, with that being said, just know for all of the ones that may be celebrating your pain, your hurt, your PTSD that you're going through, just know you gain strength each and every day that you choose to do something positive in your life, to leave a positive effect on someone else by helping or being there for them. A real one that you know that needs somebody, or you can step in and fill that role and lend a hand. Just know you're doing a huge service to humanity, to life in general, and you leaving an impact that'll never ever be forgotten by the ones that you're doing it for. It may not go down in the history books, but your name will ring bells somewhere for a good reason. And who knows, you may have helped somebody, take steps away from self deletion, from self deleting themselves, since we can't say the actual word on YouTube. You may be taking the necessary steps to save someone's life without knowing it, leaving that impact on them. And just don't go out your way to look for people or to use and manipulate people and take advantage of them. Don't do shit like that, man. For one, it's not worth it. For two, karma is real and it will come back. And it is a bitch. And it does serve justice. You may not want to put yourself in that loop. Think before you act. Give others the same grace that you want from them. That's all I got to say, man. I appreciate y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. As you know, Toss it up for you guys right quick. Boom. These are all of my different social media platforms. I will have the TikTok up as well really soon. I'll have that up right here in this banner right below. But if you guys follow me on any of those other platforms, I'll probably just share the TikTok on there. I know I've shared it on my Facebook. So if you Facebook friends with me, you can find it on my profile. And other than that, I hope you guys had a positive day. I hope you got some production done. And even if it was a tough one or if it was a bad one, just know when you come home and you happen to have a family or you have kids, don't take that day out on them. Take that take that couple deep breaths before you step inside and just know, man, they're waiting for you. They miss you. They care about you. They love you. They don't know everything that you may have been through, but give them the best version of yourself that you can. Continue to do the most that you can for your family and your loved ones and your real ones, your friends and associates that happen to be close. Give them the best versions of you. You know what I'm saying? And try to find a way to fight through any problems, issues, um, mental health instability or unstable, situations or whatever you may be feeling. Talk to somebody, talk to a counselor or a therapist, or find a way to try to deal with it or try to find that solution, man. Because it's no fun. It's no fun being alone, feeling down, and not having nobody to talk to. It's no fun being abandoned and pretty much nobody giving a fuck about you and going through it and going through some of the worst shit that you could possibly imagine mentally, let alone physically or just the daily motions while going through it. It leaves an impact. It leaves an effect that you might have to deal with for the rest of your life, or that may take a very long time to get over. So with that being said, it's the Vent Podcast, air it out, and I'm gone. Each one teach one. Continue to show love, y'all.